Alright, let's do this. A couple of months ago, I believe, I created a jack that used a dual counter thread system, what I talked about on the other YouTube video. And after some thinking, I made other type of design. This one uses 2 counter threads, so this will prevent the motor from rotating around its own axis, so you do not have to hold it in place. And secondly, now there is enough space, you can add a closed loop stepper motor at the end, so you do not have to use switches on both sides. Now we'll talk about a bit of the design itself. I used 2 to 1, 1 to 2 ratio gears to make it a little bit faster. However, because of the tolerances I used, it is a little bit wobbly. You probably do not even notice this in the video clip, because I'm also a bit wobbly, so yeah, I need to get some proper equipment for that as well. In this case, mostly it's 3D printed. However, my suggestion would be actually tapping the thread yourself, or finding a seller that sells a counter threaded thread. I couldn't find any, so good luck with that one. Mainly because then it's more precise, and probably a bit smaller as well, because I 16mm trapezium thread is a bit big, and I think you can do it with 8 with proper materials. There's also one other negative part about this design, and that is the assembly itself. Most of it is pretty straightforward. However, connecting the counter thread with the the knots, if that I would call it, is a bit difficult, because at minimum you need to do 2 knots at the same time, because they are connected with one another. If you want to do it optimal, you need to do 4, and that's really tricky. In this case I did 2 at the bare minimum, and then at the other end I did also 2 at the minimum. As a result, you do have a little bit of distance between the 2 parts. Sorry for the background noise, my rabbit decided to visit me in my room, so yeah, it's a bit more noisy. Yeah, that would be all. I will leave the link to the Thingiverse down the page in the description, and also the link to the jack I have made, so you can see how that worked in comparison to this system. Have a nice day, and goodbye.